how did you end up choosing Penelope? How did you come up with a pink skunk? How did that?
I remember just looking, so again, I'm like 8 years old at this time, and I was just looking on the Axtel website.
Yeah.
And I was between, I don't remember the name, but the fox, and then like the stinky pinky, like the Penelope. And I was like, I want a pink skunk. Like, it's pink, it's girly, I'm girly, like, I don't know, just 8-year-old me decided I thought she was cute and I might be able to make a character out of it.
Okay, then how do you work into that, Gary? You let her, did she get...
I know it was a smelly proposition, but I did it anyway.
No, but did you actually let her choose her own character?
She already had Penelope before I started coaching her.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, he started coaching me when I was probably like 9 and a half or so.
So she'd already had a relationship going with the character.
So did you have the voice?
Yes.
Before? Mm-hmm. Now, how old are you now?
I'm 13 now.
So your voice has to have changed from 8 to 13.
Yeah.
So how do you notice a change in her voice then?
I haven't noticed a change in her voice, no. I've been able to keep the same
that's
voice.
kind of interesting. Okay. Okay, let's see what you got. Let's do a couple of lines here real quick and then...
All right. A woodchuck chuckles not wood equals now a seashell sag so that the seashore divided the honey and tickle tether's tear tighter could tick.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Gary, so she comes to you, she has this already, so where do you take it from?
So one of the things that, with a character like this, one of the things a lot of my students come to me with is they don't really have like a posture. And one of the things that I establish with young people as well as adults is if you can put them on a platform rather than holding them up, because you have a little bit more control, you have a little bit more movement. And one of the things that she was struggling with was getting more body movement out of it. Even like in the situation right now, she's got much more body movement without the table. But when this puppet's sitting on the table, there's more things you can do with this puppet to make it more animated and looking in different places, where on the hand like this it's like, and people may look at this, well, what's the difference? Well, the difference is the platform. The hand can be she can touch the paw, keep the paw steady while moving the rest of the puppet, where she's got lots of movement. And then another thing I teach is what I call physical timing. In comedy, you can do things with a character where it doesn't have to say a word, whether it's a reaction, a certain look to the audience, a certain twist to the head, all those little things. If there's a line and then the puppet reacts in a certain way, and the puppet looks at the ventriloquist a certain way, right away you hear an audience laugh. It's like a punchline at the end of it. It's like getting a double punchline.
Didn't Bill DeMar, who we've never mentioned in these things, but Bill DeMar was famous for that, where he had two characters that didn't talk.
That's right.
At all.
That's
and
right.
He did everything with all manipulation.
That's right. It's all about the art of imagination. And when I study film, particularly animated film, Disney was one of my favorites. And one of the things I learned early on as a kid was watching how wonderful those animated characters seem lifelike. And the reason they seemed lifelike, they weren't jerky characters, they were really smooth.
Yeah,
they were very, very fluid. And that's what I coach, is fluidness. I coach being natural, because when they're young, they don't understand that relationship. And so one of the things that helps me psychologically with a student like this is think about when you talk to a girlfriend or a buddy at school and you tell them this line, how would they react? Or ha 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 ha, or you know what I'm saying? When you communicate to a child like this, they have a picture in their mind. Oh yeah, it transcends into the puppet, and so that's how I start winning that. Is that what worked for you? Mm-hmm. I mean, talk about what the manipulation coaching has done for you and what you learned from that.
I would say, I remember back when I started with Penelope, I never had a table. She was always glued to my side, didn't move much, didn't seem very lifelike, seemed more like a robot if anything. But I mean, like, even during this interview, I'm still just like moving her around because I've gotten in the habit of that, of just always keep them lifelike, because if they're not lifelike, they're not going to seem real. Mm-hmm. And you want them to seem real.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you... I always wondered about this. When you're teaching and she's doing that, and do you have her work so she's not having the puppet talk to you, so it doesn't seem like a puppet or a character that talks to you personally because you're there, but you have to have her look at the audience that's out there that's not really there?
And so I coach on how puppets should look on certain lines. Like when we go through the script, there are certain things that I say, okay, look at the audience on that line. Turn and look at the character should look at you on that line. Or you should react to the puppet on that line. So I'm directing and blocking as well as coaching. So that when this act, so that it's not structured, but it has a natural flow. So by the time that they start doing this, it looks like an actor would act in a motion picture. That's the way I direct a talent. So and when I talked about the package earlier in this interview, that's what I'm talking about. It becomes a whole evolution. It's not just teaching or coaching technique.
Right.
It's a whole combination of things that I'm working with.
And when you were talking about cartoons before, this is one of my favorite lines. And I gave it, we talked to Stephen Knowles earlier, and I gave it to him once for a lecture, and he said, that's the greatest line ever. And it's from Bob Clampett, who did Beanie and Cecil, and then before that he worked as an animator director for Warner Brothers. And he said, puppets are like cartoon characters that you can touch.
That's right. That's a great line. One of the things that I complimented Brynn about is the voice of this character. I mean, I fell in love with that character as soon as she started doing it because the voice of this character is a cartoon voice. For a child, it was a great cartoon voice. I was like, I can't believe that was coming out of her mouth. And I just went crazy, didn't I? Mm-hmm. It fit that character to a ticket. And this was before I started coaching her. I mean, I just said, hey, do a little bit for me so I can see what the character's like. What are you doing with it? Blah, 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 blah. And when I heard that voice, I was just like, wow.
Now, since she's doing mentalism, is there any singing in there at all?
No, there's not mentalism while she's doing that, but you do some singing.
I do sing, yeah.
In some of your stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do like one line singing, like one stanza?
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter.
Like, just something kind of like that.
Okay.
That's my finale. That's my finale. Say I wish you would.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. And putter is not an easy word to say, so there you go. Gary, I haven't seen you for quite a long time. Nice to see you again.
Thank you,
Thanks
Bob.
to be here, and thanks for bringing your new, I don't know, the mentor to you or mentor to whatever. I don't know, whatever, who's mentor to who anymore. Because actually, you learn from teaching her.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
And
Every student has different challenges. Every student has different talents and techniques and uniqueness. So they're all unique.
Right. So that is a great thing to share with everybody today who's watching here at Ventriloquist University. And that's what happens. That's why you're watching this right now, to experience something like this, which you won't see anyplace else. So it's nice to have you be able to do polyphony, manipulation, and voices all in a short amount of time. So thanks a lot for coming, Gary, and nice to meet you. I've never met you before, and it's a pleasure. Thank you very much.